Okay, y'all, third time's the charm. I've screwed this video up twice, so this time for real, and I believe in us. We can do this. This is a video about how to use the Spotlight numbering tool to assign channels and also unit numbers by position. We set up our positions to auto number the instruments for the instrument schedule. So that is part of how this will all go down. Um, Before we do channels, let me actually, no, let's do channels first. We're going to do channels first. Then I'm going to confirm some stuff for positions before we actually run the auto number positions thing. Okay, here we go. So channeling, super easy. You go to Spotlight, Spotlight numbering, and then you say, hey, I want to number the channel, right? It's gonna, if you double click in this use column, it will assign whatever numbering to that category in the data file that's attached to each light. So each light has all of this information attached to it. If I double click channel, I can start at any number and it will fill in across the whole system. So I'm gonna click 1, start at 1, put some channels on my fixtures. I'm going to start with my front light. So let's zoom in. So you see, once you've selected that Spotlight numbering tool, picked out what numbers you're adding, your cursor becomes a little crosshairs, and you just click on each fixture in order to assign those numbers to it, which is great because it's much easier than like going in and typing. You just like bang, 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 and they're all numbered. Double click outside in order to release the numbering tool. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for the other two systems. Okay, so that is all of my channeling done. Now I'm going to go make sure that my hanging positions are all set up to match, okay? So if I switch over into, I still have them set up because of the last time I made this video when they're all still selected because of the last time I made this video, I redid this setting. So if you come through here and you select all of your vertical pipes, this is the one you're definitely going to want to change this numbering direction setting, okay? So you can say number from bottom to top. You can say number from right to left, which is where we get into trouble, okay? So when I came in, some of these were still set to number from right to left, and so then Vectorworks is going to be like, this one is a little bit to the left of that one, maybe, and then this one is a little bit to the left of both of those, so obviously it would be 1, 2, 3, which makes no sense at all. So you want to choose something that makes sense. I'm going to label top to bottom, and the reason I'm labeling top to bottom is because my pipes go from A to 8 to HI. They go from top to bottom, so I'm going to make my numbering match that, okay? This is sort of up to you because if we're really thinking about it, it should be from bottom to top. If we think about this as a proscenium theater, the rules can be whatever they are or whatever makes sense to you as long as they're uniform across all of your systems. I'm going to do the same thing now and just confirm. Holding down Option, I can select everything that my cursor touches instead of everything that it contains in order to select all of these horizontal pipes. And I'm going to just make sure they're all set to number from right to left. That is because that is, from an on-stage perspective, the standard for lighting. So we'll number from right to left for all of my cross pipes. Now that that is all confirmed, that those settings are correct, I'm going to come into my lighting plot layer again, and I'm going to ask Spotlight to auto number the positions. It's going to think for a second because it has to like count everybody and see who's where. And now every fixture has a unit number on it. If you look at these are all numbered from the right to the left along position. The only ones that are going to seem a little weird on my plot are these two right here, right? So 19 and 27, they are a little confused about their identities. And that's because they're pretty close to this intersection. And so Vectorworks is like, oh, hey, you think I'm on this vertical pipe, pipe 4, but I think you're on pipe D, and that's why I'm counting for 19 and 27 from this side of pipe D, 1, to this side over here, 2. So those are the only two that are a little weird. And you have a couple options. You can just move them actually onto pipe 4 a little bit more, or you can move them onto pipe 4 here, right, on your position. You can change that location, like what hanging position it's actually attached to. And then after you've done that, just click that spotlight auto number positions again, and it'll refresh that numbering to update everything to where you've placed it more specifically. So I hope this helps, and I'm going to come back and talk a little bit about a couple more things in our lighting package, like setting up label legends and our instrument key over here on the side. So that's it for now.